Good morning, everyone. It is pre-sunrise, and we're going on a little adventure in Electric Lucifer to one of our favorite places. See if you can guess where.
Hi, I'm Patrick,
And I'm Liv.
and this is the Maki Vlog. Today we're sort of just having fun in and about Denver. It's a nice spring day, which is awesome. So we just finished a workout at Red Rocks, and now we're going to a Cars and Coffee.
Yay!
And check out, if you can see it, we're going through a rock tunnel with the roof. Let's see, can you see that? That's
Yeah, that is super cool.
So we have intelligent cruise control on and driving toward the sun. I was having trouble seeing the lines back there, but the car didn't cancel and was keeping me centered even when I was struggling to see the lines. So I thought that was pretty cool. I know that any steering system that's using cameras can struggle with the sunlight, but it seemed to do pretty well. Like, even right now, it's hard to see the lines. Our second stop this Saturday is going to be Lone Tree Cars and Coffee. We've never been to this before, but I think it'll be fun. We stumbled upon a couple of car shows before at the tail end, so we're actually going to show up pretty much on time for this one. It'll be interesting to see the reaction to the Mach-E.
Car shows or car meetups?
Car meetups.
Yeah. And this happens to also be an adoptathon for puppies, so kind of awesome. Can't wait. That was so much fun.
Lots of very cool cars.
Super
a few
cool.
a few puppies.
A couple. One that I
Um,
wanted to take home.
And of course, the Mustang Mach-E got positive attention. And I think we were sort of out of the way. So, like, the people that wanted to see it came over to see it and had mostly, I think everybody was positive. There were a couple of people who were like, what is this? Why does it have the Mustang on it?
But they were intrigued. There was one guy who was like, I'm angry that it's a Mustang, but I'm
Yeah.
intrigued too.
And a lot of what we've been getting, like when people know about the Mach-E before they see it, I think pretty much everybody's like, it looks better in person than on video, like you're seeing, or photos. So, and I think a lot of that is the Grabber Blue as well. The Grabber Blue just looks awesome.
Yeah.
I
And
do say so myself.
I mean, which we can. But it was nice to pop the frunk and have our coffees sitting there. And oftentimes people would sort of do a double take as they saw our coffees there. We would reach in and grab a coffee and they're like, I need to go see what's in that hood. Like, what is going on there? But now we are on to the next event, which is
An EV meetup for Earth Day. So we're going to give that a look. It's actually the beginning of April, but they're doing their Earth Day thing early because it coincides with a local cruise event. So we're going to give that a try. We might go cool off for a little bit. It's actually warm, which is
really warm.
weird after having snow just like a week ago.
All right, on to the next thing.
So we stopped at home, grabbed something to eat, and we actually took a shower because that was a workout early this morning. And it's a warm day. It says 80, which is supposed to get close to that.
So now we're on our way to an EV only event up in Golden, Colorado. It should be really picturesque and really cool. And we're excited to see what kind of EVs are there. I think there might be one other Mach-E signed up, right?
Yeah, one other Mach-E signed up. There were like 6 Model 3s and a couple other Teslas, a couple of Jaguar I-Paces, so that'll be neat to see.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see the difference in reaction at an EV only event compared to we were the only EV at the other car meetup this morning. So I'm excited to see what the difference is and see what people's reactions are going to be. For a lot of them, I bet, even though they're EV enthusiasts, it's probably the first Mach-E they've seen.
Yeah, although there were a lot of Tesla people at the Mach-E tour. So I wonder how many of them are curious of it. This will be fun. Well, this is a sad day. We are pulled over on the highway. We just got rear-ended, and unfortunately the person ran away. We were filming the whole thing, the slow motion, so you can see that we were slowing down and really, really slow. So it's good. We're okay. Unfortunately, Electric Lucifer has been hit and is not looking great. So that's super, super sad. Oh, God. We'll give you more details soon. Yeah, so the person who hit us actually ran away. They hit us and then drove away. And we sort of kept going. We just wanted to get their license plate and at least see what the car looked like. And this really amazing guy and helped us stop them. So garage
Yeah,
for EV. We thought we were free and clear and on our way home very carefully, and then the police officer called and said that they have Patrick's ID. So now we're pulled over at a church.
Yeah.
What a day. What a day.
I'm going to move forward just a little bit because
Okay.
I'm in a no parking zone, but that's okay.
So sad.
Yeah, I'm really bummed.
Yeah. I know that's not a lot of words, but we're feeling it hard right now, so. Yeah, stop now. Hey, so it is 2 weeks later since the accident. As you can see, we are both fortunately just fine. We kept an eye out a couple days following the accident and fortunately had no physical issues whatsoever.
Yeah, we were sore the next day, but it's like, I don't know if it was from stress or whatever, but you know.
Or the workout that we did.
Yeah. But by Monday, we felt 100% normal. Just kept an eye on things. The hardest part was we had to, deal with the insurance and all those details, and we'll get into that.
Yeah, and I mean, as you saw, we were on our way to an EV event for Earth Day, which was really exciting, and unfortunately we had to skip it. We've since been able to have a Model Y for a couple of days, and now we've downgraded to a gas car again, sort of what the insurance company deems the equivalent. So that's what we're sort of puttering around in. But we actually just came today from an EV event at a Kia dealer, which was really fun, and I wish we could have done it in the Mach-E, but we were able to talk about the Mach-E with them, and it's just really exciting, the thoughts of getting our car back and getting back out there and getting to meet people and see all the cool EVs that are coming out.
Yeah, going to the EV event, driving the gas-powered SUV right now, as well as driving the Model Y. And by the way, we'll have a video up soon with all of our details that, our impressions of the Model Y. But all of that has reaffirmed that we really, really like the Mach-E. We really miss it. And it's really hard not being in it. Like I said, we've been dealing with some of the insurance stuff. First of all, we didn't, as you saw, we blurred out the license plate and the driver's face. Part of that is just, legal reasons, but it's also he was actually underage and driving for a company. So we didn't want to show either of those. I think it was, it was definitely his fault, and I don't want to call it an accident. It was somebody not doing what they should be doing when they're driving. So I don't like calling those accidents. It was somebody made a purposeful decision to not do what they were supposed to do, but it took a while for the insurance to straighten things out because he was underage and driving for a company. Not sure what they had to do, but they finally got that straightened out on Wednesday. The insurance part was, getting stuff approved because the initial estimate was about $6,000 in damage. The body shop looked at it and then said it's about $8,000 worth of damage. And then they took it apart and they said it's now up to about $11,000 in damage. And the major stuff, we'll go into further detail once we have the car back, and I can go into a lot of details, but of course, rear bumper, the rear hatch, the lower part of the rear bumper, the brake light on the left side, and the surprising part is the spoiler, so like the top part of the hatch also needs to be replaced, which I'm sort of surprised, but we're going to ask more about that when we get it. But we'll go into a lot of details. The parts are all in stock. It's a matter of just getting, they finally got the insurance approval to order all this stuff. And they said that maybe if they get everything in, it may be able to make it into paint next week. If so, then who knows, maybe by next weekend. I'm sort of guessing it's going to be another week and a half before we get it back, which is very disappointing because we have so much content that we wanted to make. So it's frustrating, and we just missed the car. Like today would be a fun day to be out in the Mach-E.
Yeah, and I was sort of, if you saw my 1 month update video, it was more as a passenger. So I was sort of really excited at the thought of continuing to practice and get to grips with driving this car. So it's kind of like my bubble got burst. But we're definitely going to keep you guys apprised of every step of the process because this is an interesting situation to be able to see how much does this cost, how easy is it to do.
Yeah, and we're going to get photos as much as we can from the shop of the teardown, and we may be able to even get some of the parts after they've been replaced so that we can share that. I don't know. We're going to try to do as much as we can and just sort of, like show you like what the various costs are in something like that. The good thing is, they were very much like when we dropped it off, and we'll have footage of this, but it was like, I felt like the people, and I'll say it's O'Meara Ford, they seemed to be just as hurt as we were to see a Mach-E come in damaged already and wanted to take good care of it. We got there before they opened, like by 5 minutes, and they literally, as the employees were arriving, they were gathering around the car to take a look at it, and very sad as well.
Because that's a kicker too is, and we'll detail this in the detailed repair video, but we had to go to a specific place and it wasn't necessarily convenient to where we live. So that was going there before work and taking an hour off work and stuff like that. But I do want to say we've seen a couple Mach-E's that have been damaged since ours, that have been hit, unfortunately, and been in accidents. So I know that we are incredibly fortunate to have walked away from it completely unscathed and to be in a situation where this is fully covered. It's the other person's fault, obviously. And when Patrick said he did something wrong, it's not bad to be in an accident. It's bad to run away from it. So yeah, that's the kicker. But at the same time, we're very fortunate to be in this situation. And my heart goes out to anyone who's been in a terrible car wreck. And the Mach-E's that we've seen, there was one that was just totaled that we saw on social media. And that's absolutely crushing, because if you guys are like us, we've been waiting for over a year for this car and we're really passionate about it, just a little bit.
and if you're curious, it was 1 month and 1 day after we got the car. We actually crossed over and hit 1,000 miles on the way home from the accident. And just today, my first car payment came out for the Mach-E. So very, very bittersweet moment. But if you have any questions about the accident, if we can, we'll answer those. If you have any questions about the repairs, the repair process, we'll try to answer those. I probably won't answer too many questions about the insurance stuff, just because I don't want anybody to take it as legal advice. And to be quite honest, I'm completely clueless. If you guys have any experience with something called diminished value, please drop that below, because that's something I'm investigating right now and have no clue about. But it's something that I think it should be compensated. We have a very special car with very few miles, and now it has diminished value. I just traded in my WRX to get the Mach-E, and I got diminished value because it had been in 2 accidents, or 3 accidents technically.
Yeah, none of which your fault.
Huh? None were my fault, but
yeah. So if you know anything about this stuff, please do leave it down below. And if you have any questions, do be sure to mention them, because we will be putting together as detailed a video as we can in the future. So yeah, ask us and we'll make sure to include it.
So that's about it. We both got a bit emotional, and it's not over the car. It's an object, but there's 2 main reasons. And we've been isolating so much, and this car was like our opportunity to get out and explore. So it was sort of like an end of COVID celebration to get out in the car and do some of these day trips. So that was crushing, that we sort of been a bit more limited, but way, way, way more emotional is how awesome everybody has been. So we did a live stream the day after, and it's just been really cool. The outreach of people checking to see how we're okay, how the car is going. And I never thought it would be like this. Like there is like this real community, and it seems really silly potentially, but it's like we really do appreciate everybody that's subscribed. Our subscriber count has gone up over 100.
And we don't even have the car. Like, thank you.
And we're trying to figure out, like, brainstorming of like what content we can make if we don't get the car back for another couple of weeks. We did the front divider removal. I'll link to that while the car was still damaged. And if you notice, our energy was down in that because it was the day after the accident. But
yeah, and we were like, oh my gosh, we need to get this car fixed right now. So let's film everything that we have planned coming up right now. Go.
But we still didn't do all of it because I was going to do a Sync 4 video. It's just sitting in a car, and I just didn't have the energy to do it. But you guys really do make our day, and it's really cool. Like, we just got home from the EV event and I was like, we're at 2100 and it feels very cool and very awesome to have you guys along with us on this ride. So thank you for subscribing. Please stick with us. We will be doing road trips as soon as we get this car back. Hopefully our anniversary trip at the beginning of May is still on.
Oh my gosh, it's so soon.
We're going to go to Santa Fe and charge on the way, of course,
Yeah.
or else we won't make it there. So thanks, but I get a feeling she has something to say.
Well, it's not just the number of you that there are, the subscriber counts or anything. Every single one of you have been the coolest, just amazing people. It's been a joy to get to know you and chat with you guys. I feel invested in your process as you wait to get the car, as you debate about getting the car, as you have another car and you're excited about this car. Like, it's just been really great. And so the fact that we get to just associate with so many cool people who are into this stuff too, it's so fun. And the support that we've received from you guys in this situation is beyond measure. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll see you in a new video soon, and hopefully in our Mach-E soon.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be keeping it electric. No?
Bye.
Bye.